live stream broadcast or podcast or whatever that is. So basically, I'm in the intentional or unintentional free time, weekly scheduled free time, because usually in the Wednesday or in the middle of the work day or in the middle of the weekday, I don't know. So basically, I usually got it on the evening, I guess, which usually pretty short. So because it's most likely got interrupted, or even I basically cannot do at all for several previous week because I basically got a lot of meeting in the evening on my main job of tasks, even though it's basically most likely pretty unnecessary because yeah, it's just pretty long meeting and that I don't really think it is matter anymore, I guess, because yeah, right now everything was already, I don't know, as long as I'm still able to keep my personal productivity by focusing on stay at home, I basically will still pretty much continue until a certain point of time in the future. But when it finally removed my confidence, I don't know whether I'm able to move on fast or not, because yeah, that's definitely making it more unstable. So that's the reason why probably the top management are trying to reconsider, since yeah, the product is already pretty much unstable. So they they definitely try to prevent any kind of immediate changes which make it even more unstable. So that's the reason why. And to be honest, I just don't know what kind of things that I basically want to talk about, because yeah, it's been already several days that I basically try to do this or able to do this, even though for several days I think I'm only able to do the good behavior recording as usual for around 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, and then try to do this Animoji live stream for around 10 minutes perhaps, or even less, since yesterday my iPhone battery is already reached 80%, which I definitely need to charge as soon as possible. Right, right now, since the good behavior recording is not as long as yesterday, so I basically still have 93% of the iPhone battery. So I don't know whether it's gonna be long, or I basically will try to do the pre-recorded Animoji, which I also wanted to do, because even though the pre-recorded Animoji that's basically pretty long, like the gaming footage will definitely need to be done tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, which I basically got a lot of intentional free times. So yeah, it's definitely will be finished until I finally record some another one, perhaps from, I don't know whether I actually wanted to bought some the the same game or the game that I already tried to own, but currently the online account are currently suspended. So I basically still have one that's technically not suspended yet, but I think I would prefer to start from the beginning, since I don't have so many things to do in those for old account. So yeah, but it's definitely pretty expensive, since I basically tried to search on my favorite marketplace or several others, and it seems to be harder than it used to be, because I used to see there is one that will sell second hand account, but they definitely not really play it either, for around $5. But right now it's just so hard to find it. Maybe it's still pretty easy if I basically try to search it online, but I don't know whether it is gonna be safe or not, because because I definitely need to use my virtual credit card to bought it perhaps, or it is already possible to use e-wallet. I'm not sure. So, but basically, right now the game is on sale either, but it's still around $15, so three times more expensive than I used to do or to have in my shopping cart. Already put on the shopping cart, but I just never really noticed that I finally will got suspended. So yeah, it's pretty annoying. So yeah, I don't know, because for the marketplace that was dedicated for selling online account are just not available, or maybe available but with a pretty similar price with the price that currently own right now, so it's still above $10. So I don't think it is worth it to bought it from other people, which will got you with random emails. So I prefer to create on my own, since basically if you talk about the Epic Games account, it's still able to be connected with Steam for no reason, although they're basically competitors. But yeah, they basically able to use similar email address obviously, but I don't know whether it will have another functionality in terms of the integration between Steam and Epic Games. So yeah, I basically already got my secondary account for the Steam, but yeah, the Steam the game is not currently on sale, or it is actually on sale, but it's just more expensive, $10 more expensive, even though it's have some additional stuff. But yeah, it's just not worthy because especially when I still not sure whether I will get suspended on this account again or not, because I don't know how fast does the suspension of the account takes place, because for some reason if you already tried to suspend it, got suspended once, then if you got suspended again, then it will be permanent, and yeah, that's pretty annoying. So you just waste your almost waste of the game. Although it still can be sold perhaps, I don't know. But I don't know if I basically try to use my personal account whether it is will be sold or not, because for some reason there's still several people out there who basically like to use or sharing account which definitely cannot play online, so they basically have some kind of confidence of playing original games even though it's only offline. So that's the reason why. And what else that I basically want to talk about? So I don't know whether it is actually sell. Some people already tried to sell it previously or not, because I used to see some of the description that the account that was associated with the Steam is actually broken. I'm not sure how can that be broken unless it was permanently banned, perhaps. I'm not sure. So yeah, what else did I basically want to talk about? So my main Steam account, it will definitely, if it is already free from suspension, I will never try to use again, because I'm afraid it will got permanently banned. So yeah, it's just pretty weird if I basically own the game but didn't have the online features, because yeah, that's technically the differences between original game and non-original game, which is the ability to play online. So yeah, what else? It's almost 10 minutes. I don't know whether I will try to end it and try to move on into the pre-recorded Animoji, which is basically not very long, because I'm actually wanted because yeah, my iPhone battery will definitely not sufficient to record long Animoji footage, pre-recorded Animoji, because yeah, it just will be very fast to be decreased if it is already reached around 80%. So that's the reason why I need to keep an eye on the iPhone battery percentage all the time when it's already pretty close to 80%. And yeah, so the pre-recorded Animoji will pretty much just an unnecessary testing using my new main desk setup. So it's no longer portrait orientation, which I just don't know when will I finally able to edit those video, because I'm just pretty lazy, because even the native language podcast I'm still need to prepare for tomorrow, because I usually already finish preparing the several episode until a week perhaps, but yeah, right now I haven't tried to finish that. So yeah, and the karaoke recording is currently abandoned until I don't know, until I finally got 2 weeks of scheduled videos already uploaded perhaps for my native language podcast, because yeah, to be honest, when I basically create the karaoke dedicated karaoke channel, I basically don't have any kind of consistency. It's just random upload, but right now it is already several weeks abandoned perhaps, I'm not sure. So for the good behavior dedicated channel, I basically still try to maintain weekly upload, even though it's definitely pretty small, not really have many videos, and obviously all of the videos have zero view for no reason, because maybe the language that I basically tried to choose for the video is technically different than what the title was supposed to be, or the title are just not appropriate for the SEO because it was supposed to be in a different language. I don't know, or different kind of writing, because it's used to be, it's more appropriate in the different kind of letters for the different language. So it's not using standard Latin, I guess. Latin, I don't know. So I think it's already 30 minutes. I think I don't have many things to do. Okay, I think I will try to end